Hey you guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for June and we're just going to get straight into it. So because of the Golden Jubilee, I'm actually getting paid 2 days early because my payday falls on the Friday that's a bank holiday. My pay amount won't change, like I won't be getting less, it will just be the same amount of pay just 2 days earlier. So this budget's actually running from the 1st of June to the 29th of June. So that's good that we're not going into the next month. It's quite nice to just keep it all within the same month. So that means that all of our house bills will be coming out in order. So the first one here is Octopus, which are gas and electric. So this is, if you haven't seen my videos before, this is for our joint account. We are a couple and we have a mortgage and a dog, and we currently put money all into one of my second cards. So I've got two cards, and I put amounts into our shared account, and all the shared expenses come out of that. So let's just get into it. So we've got Octopus coming out in 95, that's a direct debit. The council tax is 146. I actually think it is less, but I've just budgeted for the same that I normally do. I think it's 138 now, but the rest can go into the buffer. It doesn't really matter. The TV license is 13.25. Netflix I've put up to 10.99 just so we can watch Netflix at the same time. It was becoming annoying having to ask each other, okay, are you watching something? Are you watching something? Because we both like to watch like certain TV shows separate. We both have like alone Netflix time. So we've just upped the account. But with the council tax going down, it's going to even out basically. SSE is 9.50. That was a mistake I made. I'm so sorry if you can hear the noises from my neighbour. I think they're putting in a new fence. So that might be annoying. I have shut the windows, but if you can hear anything, that's what that is. But yeah, so that's 9.50. Boiler cover is 15. Our mortgage is £294.57. The family loan is £55 and that ends in December this year, so not long left on that. Virgin is £69, so that's our Wi-Fi and TV package. We're going to be getting rid of the TV package once our contract ends. I'll need to find out from my partner when that exactly is. And then these three bills are not normally on my budget, but if you did see my video that I can link up here about the 50, 20, 30 rule, we have put shared expenses that Nick was paying for, my partner, into the house budget. So pet plan is our pet insurance and it's £15.99. Car finance is £100 and 40 pence, and then his car insurance is £45. So these three bills will be coming out of my partner's account still. Like, we're not changing the bank account, it's just that added into the total is going to be those three bills because they are technically a shared expense. I don't currently drive, but I do benefit from my partner driving. It is like a shared car, and when I'm able to drive, I will be sharing the car, and we're not going to be getting a second car. So these are shared expenses. So the total here is £865.70. So basically what I have done is, instead of doing the 50, 30, 20 rule, which I was going to try and make sure that 50% of our money is spent on bills, 30% on savings and 20% on spending, what I've decided to do is do 60% to bills, just because at the moment I don't feel comfortable putting £870 into the house card because I don't earn enough to cover my personal bills when I send that much money. So we have made that 60%, and then 20% for saving is going to be £350. I've just rounded all these numbers up to make it a nice even number for when I'm lifting cash out, and the extra money will just be building up our bank buffer. And then 20% for saving, which is 350 again. So the total that the house card will be needing is £1,570. So that means that we're going to be putting in £785 each. So on an average month, I earn about 1,200. But that also needs to cover my phone bill, my loan, any personal expenses like work lunch, any treats, so that kind of thing. So that gives me enough money to cover those things. In the future, I would love to do it 50% to bills, and 30% to savings, but for now, this is how we're working it. So here's a breakdown of what we're going to be using for spending. So I spoke to my partner, and because he earns a little bit more money than me, he has decided to cover the petrol expense, because he can afford to do that, which is amazing. So I did have petrol in the spending category, but it has now been crossed out, and that money has been reallocated to the savings, which is what this plus 100 here is. So the first one is groceries. I'm going to be taking this out in cash. I already have, and I'll be filming my next cash stuffing to show you guys these envelopes being filled up. And then Luna's food, I've budgeted 100. We found a local shop that sells raw food a lot cheaper than like big pet stores. So we're able to get it to £100 rather than 130, which is not a lot of money, but it's a big saving for us, because we're able to get her treats and that as well. It's not just the food, which is amazing. And then takeaway, so I've put a little star here because I'm going to be leaving this £30 in the bank, because whenever we get a takeaway, we don't pay in cash. We always do it on an app or over the phone and it gets collected. We never would be paying in cash, so I'm going to be leaving that in the bank and I'll be tracking it. And then date night, I've not budgeted anything for, because we do have £40 gift vouchers from Wagamama's. So if we do a date night, it will be to there this month. So that's 300, well, it's actually 250 because the petrol's been taken out, which actually works out better because I did want to put more money into savings anyways. So this is our saving breakdown here. So house and garden is where we're doing the garden up just now. So I've budgeted £30 for this month. £30 doesn't seem like a lot, but we will be stretching it. We are doing a lot of it ourselves, and like we're getting some slabs from my dad, had extra, so we're going to be taking them from him. So it's things like that. We're going to be doing it on the cheap. So £30 for this month. Future bills, wasn't getting anything, but because of this extra £100, I'm putting £25 into future bills. So for us, future bills includes any car maintenance at the moment, any unexpected bills that we haven't budgeted for, anything that comes out of the blue that's not currently budgeted for. In the future, I will also be having like a month ahead envelope, but that's just not happening right now until we're able to have our emergency fund full. I don't feel comfortable doing a month ahead because technically the emergency fund is the month ahead at the moment. So Luna is getting 40, so that'll be good in her envelope. Birthdays is getting 30, get that topped up. Christmas is getting 50, just because I really want to get that to 500, and we're already at June, so I don't know if I'm going to meet that target, but I just wanted to put a good chunk in there. Emergency is getting 100 because, like I said, that's our priority. Honeymoon is getting 25. It was getting nothing, as you can see, but because of the extra 100, I have put 25 into the honeymoon. And then extra debt was getting 50, but I've upped it to 100 because emergency fund and the debt payoff is our priority. So I'm going to be leaving that in the bank account and just sending it straight off to our loan, which is why there's a little star there. And then holiday is getting 50. So as you may have seen, I have booked a unexpected holiday. I can link the video up here. I show you guys where we're going. And it's amazing. I'm really excited about it. It's in July, and basically we get paid June and July before we go. So I'm going to be putting some money aside each month just to cover us. We'll still have like a grocery budget, but the £100 will just be a little bit extra for if we need extra petrol, if we go anywhere where we need to spend money, yeah, just that kind of thing. It's a pretty local place to us, so we won't be spending a lot of money, I'm assuming. And it will just be a lot of walking with the dog, but it's nice to just have that little cushion there. And if when we come home the money's still sitting there, I will reallocate it to a different sinking fund because we don't plan on booking another holiday for this year. So that's kind of everything for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe and give me a like down below. It really means a lot. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video, which will be my mega cash stuffing, probably the biggest one I've ever done, which is exciting. So yeah, I will catch you all in the next one. Bye guys, bye.